Welcome back to Sharp Action. I'm Gilbert Melendez and I'm joined by Paul, the MMA Shark. Last week, Paul, we went 3-0 for LFA 152. We are here at LFA 153 this week. Paul, Shark, what is your lock of the week?
The main event is where we find my lock of the week this week. We have Chepe Mariscal taking on Guilherme Faria. And this fight is going to be absolute fireworks. I am going with Chepe Mariscal minus 140 as my lock of the week. This kid's only lost to fighters that are now in the UFC or has been in the UFC. Nothing against Guilherme Faria. He's a great fighter, a great Brazilian striker. But Chepe, Elevation Fight Team, all the training with Cody Sanhagen and all them, he's ready for it. He's been knocking on the door for the UFC for a very long time now. So, Chepe, it's your turn. Knock that door down, kid. Let's get that main event win at minus 140.
I love it, Shark. What guts at minus 140. Not even that big of a favorite on that one. Very exciting matchup between those two. I think Chep is such an exciting fighter, pressing forward. And then we have Faria, who's more of a counter fighter. I can't wait to see how that plays out. Well, my lock of the week is Hazenzada. He's fighting Streaker. I love Hazenzada. I really don't know the algorithm, but I love his courage, his heart, coming from Afghanistan as a refugee. And I saw him take on a high-level wrestler, and he dominated him. I expect him to use his wrestling against Streaker.
I agree completely. I think that you've got a violent striker here in Hasanzada versus, a point striker in Streaker. Streaker 8-5, he's plus 275 in this. He's going to have a big pop. There's going to be a big amount of fans there to support him as he's a Chicago guy. But I love that pick in Hasanzada. He's violent. He's team alpha male. He's fighting for life here. So I love that play, Gilbert. It's truly a solid play, and it's going to be a heck of a fight.
Shark, you went 10-3 on your picks last week for LFA 152. Even hit some dogs. What is your dog of the week for LFA 153?
Yeah, Gilbert, I'm always looking for that plus money winner. We call this show Sharp Action because we want to deliver the sharp lines. And I think we got a very sharp line on my personal lock of the week in Chepe Mariscal this week at minus 140. But I also like to look for that little plus money ticket that we can cash. And I did scoop one out this week. The line is holding steady for now. I got a plus 170 that I'm feeling pretty good about. And that play is Logan Urban. Logan Urban, 6-1 as a professional. He did have the knockout loss on short notice to Josh Quinlan on Dana White's Contender Series, which was overturned to a no contest. Quinlan tested positive for a banned substance. So that knockout loss, it doesn't loom real big in my head. But then he came back on LFA 139 and fought Ryan Charleboy, who was undefeated at the time, and that was one of the best fights of the year. So he is coming off a big win, taking on a big prospect out of Kazakhstan, Central Asia fighter who is 6-2 in Bamrajan Mashrapov. Mashrapov is minus 210. You can get Logan Urban right now at plus 170. Tougher competition, a tough purebred fighter. Give me Logan Urban plus 170 all day long at that price.
I love it. I got a chance to see Logan Urban versus Charleboy, and it was a war, and Urban got tougher as the fight went on. I have a lot of respect for his style. That is such a great dog. I have to give my dog of the week this time, and I believe it is the ladies division here, and I have Brown, the dog, over Martinez. I believe she's plus 165, trains with Ben Jones. I think these ladies are both terrific grapplers. I just think Brown has fought in the LFA octagon numerous times and has had some very solid competition. I have to make a pick, so I'm going to pick Brown. Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. The Shark is hitting 87% of the winners per card. So go to themmashark.com, use the code LFA153 for a discount, get the Shark's picks, text you directly. He'll give you picks for the UFC, the LFA, Bellator, and many more mixed martial arts promotions. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
This episode of Sharp Action was brought to you by BetOnline.ag, the absolute best place to bet MMA. Not only can you get amazing odds on all big UFC fights, you can get lines on promotions like Invicta FC, Bare Knuckle, and of course LFA. Lines that you cannot get anywhere else. Don't miss out. Scan the QR code now and get in on the Sharp Action.